inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization out of comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
11. First down. Here's Burrow.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 81 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray
escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he is going to have it right his first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run good for for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Running right through him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Murray now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Wharton. Cade York gone now for the field goal
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Mixon. A trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. The Browns at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Murray now on first down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run again on first down. Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. York able to send this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of downfield and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Murray going to throw. Got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 20. Murray now. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. This is the tight end fan.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the...
And our ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A give. This is Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30.
127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play fake. Murray. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent, but a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 more on that one and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Pick up, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Chubb on the counter. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Browns,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause, hey, they can't rock with us.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, my leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. For that, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know the lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My niggas I win and alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks.